podcast. Well, I just got home to eat lunch, and our dog looked like it ripped apart a dog bed. It's like so annoying, but kind of funny, because I say over and over, don't leave this stuff out. The dog will get it. She has a thing for dog beds. Gotta laugh it off sometimes. All right, I've been looking forward to this all day. I'm gonna pan sear some of that brisket up. I'm hungry today. Got up, got my workout in. It went pretty well. I can guarantee that I'm about ready for a break. I need a break week. I heard every 6 to 8 weeks would be good for a break. And I'm at like 10. So, yeah, but then I was thinking, well, here in February 10th, I have a little thing on my finger that I'm getting surgery taken off. It's like a ganglioma, and they said it's gonna, like, I'm not allowed to lift more than 2 to 3 pounds for a few weeks. I'm like, yeah, good luck doing that. I'll just have to work around it, but I might have to take another week off. Just be careful. But I didn't take any time off work when I broke my big toe, because I'm strong or hard-headed. One of the two. Can't be both. Let's cook this. A Costco addiction. It doesn't help that I get emails from them constantly now. Every day. Multiple times. Add in the beef tallow, because fat makes me happy. Does fat make you happy? When I was at the surgeon today, I was getting asked all these questions like, are you on medications? Like, nope. I used to have high blood pressure, but I don't anymore, because I lost weight and eat more salt. So good salt. Like, are you diabetic? I'm like, not anymore. Like, what? I'm like, I had type 2 diabetes, but I lost 50 pounds. I'm not diabetic anymore. I said, but I was like, I can't help myself sometimes. I'm like, but wouldn't it be funny if I actually have type 1 diabetes and my doctor just has no idea what they're doing this whole time? I'm gonna make sure and demand that fasting insulin test this next time, because there's a chance that I have type 1 diabetes this whole time. And even though my A1C went down, it was still, 5.7, which is 5.6 is completely reversed. But that's quite a bit down. But I was like, I say that's funny, just ironically. Quite annoying, honestly. But it runs in my family. My great-grandmother had diabetes, type 1. Her son. My paternal grandfather. And then my uncle, his son. So it does run in my family. At least type 1 diabetes on that side, for sure. I'm not sure about my other side. I think there's some instances of that too. And if that's the case, then I'll go from there. But yeah, it was just interesting answering all these questions, and nope, reverse that. Nope. Not on the medication. It was nice. It was nice. And I kind of just realized that I've been learning a lot of stuff. Also, just being on this diet for 10 months, I get exposed to information about, you know, meat and where it comes from, and the government systems on organic food and the pesticides. And people were asking me things at work, and I just had like all this information coming out. I'm like, where did that come from? Well, that's just crazy. That being said, I can't remember any of it right now, but in conversation, that stuff just like sparks, and it's like one of my special skills, not knowing when to keep my mouth closed. Looking really good. I have a feeling that's gonna be really nice, all crusted or caramelized, or crap, I forgot the word. Can't find it. Oh yeah. Essentially what I was saying, has nice crust on it, and it's not caramelization because that means from sugar. This is from amino acids. Why does it matter? I don't know. But there's no sugars in there. It's the amino acids that crust up and are delicious. Mmm. Oh yeah. I literally just forgot to actually weigh that. I weighed it and didn't even look at it. 1 pound, 1 ounce. Perfect. All right, it's dog training night. And I forgot, that's funny. I forgot I was gonna eat this for dinner, and then I was gonna eat a hamburger venison bowl for lunch. I guess I'll switch it. I can't. Literally just hit me. Okay, see you at dinner time. Good evening. 24th. Good evening. 23rd day on the lion diet. It is a little late. No idea. 7:51. We had dog training today, and if you saw that mess earlier, you could tell she needs it. I didn't even finish all that brisket I made for lunch. I got most of it, but like that was the fattier cuts, and for some reason it just was like it just felt too heavy, and then my stomach started hurting a little bit, and then I had to go to the bathroom. So if you ever feel like you need your colon evacuated quickly, eat some super fatty brisket, I guess. Yeah, I can usually tell if I ate too much fat. So I'm glad that I'm waiting a little bit to eat, because I didn't feel like eating at all. I'm hungry now. I'm gonna do smash burgers. I got some venison and some beef. Not sure how much I'm gonna eat yet, but we'll see. So my goal is to do 2.5 ounce little balls for smash burgers. Those 3 venison ones, 4 beef ones, and a little bigger one. It's half beef, half venison. I'm also frustrated because my Redmond's order did not come today. UPS said, oh, we'll come tomorrow instead. Delayed again. This grinder doesn't work anymore. Oh, there it goes. Yes. I think I broke that grinder with this big rock salt. my Smashula. So after the first day that I did smash burgers, I forget who it was, someone said, don't grease the pan, get it hot, but grease the back of the spatula. And this is beef tallow that I made. All right, let's get this thing smoking hot. I need to look up that word. What do you call the crust on a seared steak? If it says delicious, I'm gonna get upset. It's called the Maillard reaction. Describes the series of chemical processes responsible for the golden brown color on a crust and crust that forms on a well-grilled meat. Amino acids react with sugars to build new chemical compounds, changing the color and texture of the meat sources. It says sugars there, but I'm not sure. That's not, it's the amino acids. Tomorrow will be 1 week left on the Lion diet. I'd just go back to carnivore. But I just realized, I looked at my calendar, Friday the 27th will be me and my wife's 16th wedding anniversary, so we have a sitter coming over. My mother-in-law's gonna watch the kids. I'm like, well, I'm on a Lion diet. Where can I actually go to get something that's actual Lion diet? And so my best option is to get some prime rib from the Texas Roadhouse. And I know it's not strict Lion diet. So would it be okay if I failed that one meal? Would anyone look down on me? Do I have your permission to eat prime rib on my 16th wedding anniversary with my wife? I won't dip it in the sauce. No sauce, no bread, just water. Please. I was worried like, smash burgers again, yay, I'm getting bored. And now I'm cooking it and I'm like, this sounds delicious. So that's always a good sign. 24, I can't even remember what day it is, 23 days in on the diet, this strict diet, and it's still delicious. Still delicious. Whew. All right. Yeah, the venison ones at the end started falling apart. Good stuff though. I'm working on a video for my 10-month update. And I was going through some old footage, like before I started the carnivore diet and then 90 days in, where I was talking, and I remember just being so proud of myself for going that 90 days. And I looked at myself in the change, I was like, there's a big change. And I was like, oh, there's not much room, there's no room to go after this, really. But yeah, there was. I'm really seeing those results. This Lion diet has really helped me kick it in the high gear, my weight loss. I had stayed the same for a few months. Like I lost a bunch of weight, 40 pounds, 30, and like I was at like 27 pounds or so after 90 days, and then got up to around 40 pounds, but on this Lion diet, I've almost dropped another 10 pounds? About 10 pounds. It's hard always to tell because my weight fluctuates from day to day. But I put in some of the videos. And I keep saying, because it's important, that to me, it just feels like a powerful tool to get your health in check. Would I recommend the Lion Diet? Yeah, I would recommend it. But I would just give you some caution. You're gonna come face to face with the reality that you have issues with food. Yeah, I'm not sure what those issues are, but there's gonna be a lot of issues. A lot of cravings, a lot of ways you think about food, the things that trigger you, being in social situations. And when it comes to food, every one of those things is all so permissible. Like, we have to eat, and no one usually looks down on people for eating or, having treats and all these different things. And when things are that acceptable, they're really hard to get a handle on. I've struggled with addiction most of my adult life, and I've broke a lot of addictions, and food addiction is probably one of the hardest. Maybe not, when it comes to like actual withdrawals. Coffee withdrawals way different than carb withdrawals for me, but there are withdrawals, and I watch people posting things on Facebook and talking about they're a few days in, they're 6 days in, they're feeling like they're horrible, and you just like, they're standing there looking for help, and then they're suffering, and they're wanting a diet to help them, but they want it right now, like we all would. But it takes time. It takes more time than you want it to. And that's what makes it worth it. The fact that it was hard and you endured. I don't know if I could have stuck to any other diet, because I would have starved to death. I've tried a bunch of other diets, and it felt like I was always starving. And on this diet, I can eat the most nutrient-dense food. The food that's gonna like nourish my bodies the best and give me energy and fuel. I've actually had addictions that I was able to kick, and then they came crawling back. I had to kick them again. Then they came back and had to kick them again. And a diet is so much like that. Carb addiction, sugars addictions, finding your triggers, finding what makes you tick and what makes you want to give up. This diet has really helped me get power in my life and freedom. Power and freedom. I keep saying that. I feel free. And so when I go out with my wife this Friday and I eat that prime rib, they better have some. They're out once when we're there. I know they have some seasoning around the edge, and I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna just enjoy the time with my wife and eat that steak. There'll be a small part of me that's like, I didn't really do the Lion Diet for 31 days straight without fail because you added that. But then I'm going to take that part of me and just slap it. Because if it's that legalistic, that means you're not the one in control. And I understand like having a very short leash. But at that point, when you're that legalistic, you're like in a position where you're making fear-based decisions. But you have to be careful. That is so hard. And right now I feel like I'm doing a good job at that. I'm gonna have a bad day where that's not gonna feel that way. And part of me is thinking, oh, Aaron, you're just giving yourself a way out, an excuse to do whatever you want. You know, now you've arrived to some place where all the rules and the dangers don't apply to you. You've been through that before and you have failed. But part of taking your health seriously is realizing it's your health, and you got to get to know yourself better and better and better. This diet has helped me do that when it comes to food. I'm getting better and better and better about knowing myself. And when I need a hamburger or a steak, not a Snickers. I was an energy drink guy. I have not had a Red Bull in 10 months. All right, I'm gonna eat this. The venison, I don't know, it tastes good. Yeah, have you ever like opened a pack of meat and you're like, this smells a little weird, but then you smell it and you're like, no, it doesn't smell weird. I don't know, might taste a little sour. That might not be good. I'll let you know tomorrow. I think it's fine. It's like, sometimes you get in your head. But my dog would eat it. Well, I've already ate 2 of the 3 patties, so. All right, let's see where we're at. Enough ranting and enough talking, Aaron. 4,409 subscribers. Thank you so much. Really just feel super blessed over here. And I hope that, I really hope that we're inspiring people and spurring you guys on towards love and good deeds and getting your health in check. I just got this message from Denise Decker on my carnivore 90-day journey short, which all of a sudden people are watching again. It says, I'm on the third year of a 30-day challenge. I've got to say, being free of the cravings for sugar are worth it by itself. It did take me probably about 60 days to actually stop noticing candy in the vending machine, but now it's like a book. Yeah, it reminds me exactly how it felt when I quit smoking cigarettes. How long is that ago? 20 years this year? 20 years? 21 years? So long I'm forgetting. But I'd walk by cigarette, like ashtrays outside of grocery stores and see cigarette butts in it and I'd be like, oh. And thinking, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? That's disgusting. Seems like she got to a place she thinks the same way about candy in a machine. It's like, it's enticing, and then all of a sudden you're like, why the heck would I ever do that? Because it had power over you. It was in charge. Day 23 done. See you tomorrow.